So we're gonna start in child's pose, and you can have your knees together. It's gonna help with digestion, it's gonna open up the back of the body, or if it feels better, you can take the knees apart. It's gonna open up the lower back. See what feels better for you. And then the arms can be out and long, or you can bend the elbows and create a pillow for your head. Just any variation that you want to start with this morning. As you settle in here, fill up the lungs on the inhale. Exhale through the mouth, long, slow exhalation. Again, just like that, fill up the lungs. Long, slow exhale. Then one last time. And just simply connecting to your breath. So the mantra that I have been working with in my classes this week is everything is easier if I relax and breathe deeply. So as we move through our class today, staying connected to that idea, relaxing into the poses and the transitions, breathing into them, softening into them, even the ones that are a little more challenging for you this morning. Just taking a few more breaths here. Noticing where you can release, relax, soften into this pose. Take another cleansing breath. Coming out of this pose really slowly, take your time, pressing yourself up into table. And just begin to take any movement that you need. So maybe that's a cat-cow tilt or some hip circles, stretching the legs out, moving intuitively, listening to your body. And when you feel ready, finding your way into down dog, spreading the fingers, curling the toes, lifting the hips. Pushing the top of the mat away, we're just gonna pedal out the feet, warming up the back of the legs, lifting the tailbone up towards the ceiling. Find some stillness in your down dog. Take your left leg up and back, pressing it up towards the ceiling, pushing the top of the mat away. Transitioning slowly and mindfully, we're gonna bend the knee and step the foot between the hands. So however you need to get it there. Front ankle and knee are right on top of each other. Lots of length through the spine, press through the heel, and then slowly drop the back knee down. Cartwheel the arms up towards the ceiling, settle into your lunge. We're gonna bend the elbows. Inhale, press the shoulder blades towards each other, lift the heart. Exhale, bring the elbows forward. Inhale, exhale. Moving with your breath. Next time you open up the elbows, hold them out like goalposts. Inhale, reach them up, lift the heart, little back bend. Exhale, hands come down to the legs. We're just gonna bend and straighten into the front leg, moving back and forth. If you have props here and you wanna grab them, now would be a good time. Just moving with your breath, warming up the hamstring and the hip joint. And the next time you come back, you're gonna find your stretch. The knee can be bent, the leg can be straight. We're just letting the body melt forward, relaxing the shoulders. Take a cleansing breath here. Fill up the lungs on the inhale. Take that sigh really slowly out the mouth. Walking the hands forward, bending the knee, stepping it back. Downward facing dog. We're gonna inhale, rock forward into a high plank. You can lower your knees down if you'd like. We're gonna push forward on our toes, and then we're gonna lower down really slowly as you can. Once you're all the way down, you'll point the toes, press the elbows in, and just peel your heart. Try not to use your hands. No tension in the neck. Release. Inhale, let the heart blossom forward. Hands are soft on the mat. Exhale, release. One more. Press up and back for child's pose. Arms stay extended. Find your downward facing dog once again. Finding stillness. Softening into the breath. Finding that balance between strength and softness. We're going to lift the right leg. Again, step it forward. However you need to get here. You're always welcome to drop the knee and step it forward if you need to. We're going to press through that back heel for a moment. Releasing the back knee down. Pressing all the way up. So we're going to drop the fingertips to the shoulders. We're going to draw these big exaggerated circles with the elbows, trying to get them to touch at the front and really press the shoulder blades together as you round back. Staying stable through your pelvis, so you want to make sure that you're pressing your hips toward your midline. Moving the upper body with the breath. Find a place to move in the opposite direction. And the next time you come around, you're going to float the arms up. Bend the elbows, lift the heart. Sweep it up. Hands come down to frame the foot. Bending and straightening into that front leg. Letting your breath initiate the movement. Honoring your body, not overstretching. Just warming it up right now. The next time you come back, you're going to find your stretch. Keeping that knee nice and soft, letting the body melt over the leg. That right hip is kind of gliding back. Left hip is gliding forward. Take that cleansing breath, nice and slow. Slowly bend the knees, walk the hands forward. Step it back. Spread the fingers. Curl the toes. Downward facing dog. Rocking forward into your plank. Again, you can lower your knees if you need to. We want to keep those hips lifted. Don't let them drop. Push off your toes and lower down. How slow can you go? Point the toes. Try not to push into the hands. No tension in the back of the neck. Let the breath lift you up as you blossom your heart forward on the inhale. Inhale, heel it forward. Exhale, lower. 2 more times. Shoulders back, elbows gently in. Child's pose, up and back. Pausing here. Take a deep breath in. Let it go. Arms are active. Spread the fingers. Press into the palms. Downward facing dog. Bend the knees, look between the hands. Walk, step, or jump. Forward fold at the top of the mat. However you want to get there. Soft bend in the knees. Let the head hang. So we're going to hang out here for a moment. Just letting the weight of the head decompress the spine. You can make little micro movements, or you can be completely still. Letting all of that tightness, all of those deep tissues get a nice stretch. Inhale, slide your fingertips up to your shin, shoulders back, lift your gaze. Exhale, soften back into the knees and release. You got 2 more times. Inhale, finding that length. Exhale, melting forward. Last one. Pressing through the feet, rooting down through the earth. Float the arms up towards the ceiling. Arms come down by your sides. Pausing here in Tadasana. Turn your palms forward. Shoulders slide down the back. Start to root down through your right foot. Lift your left leg up. Take your hands to the heart to help with your balance. And we're going to kick the foot back behind us. And then we're gonna bring it forward. Moving really slowly. The next time you kick it back, find a spot where you can hold. Wherever that is fine. And then come back to center. Release the foot. Inhale, float the arms out and up. Come up to your tippy toes. As you exhale, lower down, forward fold, heels come back to the mat. Halfway lift. Folding forward, pressing through the feet. The legs are lifting, the upper body is light. Release the arms by your side. Start to root down through your left leg. Keep the right leg up. Kick it back, leaning forward. So as you lean forward, that's going to counterbalance the weight of your foot coming back. Just taking it as slowly as you can. The next time you kick back, pause in a spot where you can balance. Your toes can even come to the ground if you need some support. And bring it back. Release. Root down through the feet. Float it up. Come to the tippy toes as high as you can. Hold. As you exhale, heels down, hold forward. Halfway lift, inhale. Melting forward. Press firmly through the feet, floating back up. Release the arms down by your side. So if you're not there, top of the mat, we're going to float the arms up, lift the right leg. Keep the leg lifted, take the hands to the heart. Step the right foot back for warrior two. So the back foot is going to be parallel to your mat, and your front toes are pivoting forward. So you can adjust your stance what you get here, reaching the arms out, relaxing into the shoulders. You're going to take your thumbs up towards the ceiling, thumbs in and out. So trying to relax into this and breathe. Everything is easier if we can relax into it and breathe. I think like we'll do this for 5 minutes. That's good, right? Just kidding. Couple more breaths. And then we're going to lengthen it out, reach through the fingertips, turn the palms up. Inhale, lift the arms, straighten the front legs. Exhale, sigh it out. Reverse your warrior, turn your palm, back hand down the leg or behind the back. Noticing your breath here in the space. Where can you send it? Inhale, floating through center. Forearm to the thigh or to the inside of the leg. Back arm up towards the ceiling and then overhead. Reaching here. Maybe you stay right here and reach. Maybe you take this bottom arm and lift it forward. Inhale, pull yourself up, warrior. One last breath, palms up, everything floats up. Big sigh out. Hands to the hips. Pivot your toes out slightly. Float the arms up. Take your palms, press them out, and sink into a goddess swap. So we're pressing the shoulder blades together, lots of length through the spine. From here, we're gonna fold forward, straighten the legs, pivot the twist slightly, hinge at the hips. Hands come down to the floor. Inhale, left arm floats up for a twist. Exhale, release. Inhale, opposite side. Exhale, release. Pivot the toes out. Imagine that you're picking up a big, heavy boulder and we're pushing it up, getting that stretch through the wrists. Release to your side. Hands to the heart. We'll do that one more time, nice and slow. Float it up. Bending into the knees, pressing the palms away. Hinging forward, pivot the toes slightly. Inhale for your twist. Bend the knees, scoop, and press. Release the hands. Back to the heart. Pause here for a moment, just notice your breath, notice how you're feeling. Just checking in. As we inhale, we'll float the arms up towards the ceiling. We're gonna fold forward, fingertips to the floor. Transitioning the hands over to the left foot. So the hands are going to frame the foot, and the back toe is going to curl under. So we're back in the lunge. From here, we're going to put all of our weight into our front leg and play with warrior 3. So you're going to start to bring the back toes a little closer, walk your hands forward, and kick that foot back. So for some of us, this is it. We'll hang out here, lifting that leg. If you feel balanced enough today, which I don't know if I do, we're going to bring our hands to our heart. Kicking through that back foot, toes pointing down, hips are square. Hands can go wherever you'd like if you feel balanced. Maybe you want to reach them out or back. Eventually, the right leg will meet the left. Slight bend in the knees. Melt the torso forward. So we're back here in our fold, letting the head hang. Soft bend in the knees. Maybe it feels good to take your hands behind your legs or interlace. Releasing the hands towards the floor. Halfway lift. Release it. Press it up. Hands. I'm going to move to the other side of the mat so I can continue to face you. You can do that too, depending upon where your mat is in space. So we're going to root down through the right foot and lift the left leg. Stepping that foot back, finding your warrior 2. Cartwheeling the arms out. So this time we're just going to hold our warrior without any movement. Rooting down through the feet, reaching up through the upper body, trying to really soften into it. Check in with your jaw, your face. How are your shoulders? Relaxing into it as best as possible. Just a couple more breaths. Turn your palm, reverse your warrior. Turning your gaze wherever feels good on the neck. Inhaling through center. forearm to thigh or the inside of the shin. Back arm reaches up and then over. Really reaching through the fingertips. So there's a slide of energy from the fingertips down to the foot. You can stay right here or lift the opposite arm up. I feel like Tracy's getting attacked by her children. Inhale, come back up. Release the arms. Turn the palms towards the ceiling. Inhale, everything floats up. Exhale, sink back in. Release it down. Take the hands to your hips, pivot your toes out. We're gonna take that flow one more time, or two more times actually. Inhale, lift. Exhale, reach the arms out. Goddess squat. Exhale, fold. We're moving a little bit faster this time. Inhale for your twist. Exhale, release, opposite side. Soft bend in the knees. Scoop, press up towards the ceiling. Release to your side and slide your hands to your heart. One more time. Float it up. Sink in, press away. Hinge forward. Twist. Soft bend. Scoop. Hands to your heart. Good. Float the arms up. I see you. Fold forward. Fingertips to the floor. We're gonna walk the hands over to the left this time, so you're the opposite side of your mat. Cartwheel your back toes, your hands are framing your foot, and you're gonna step back for down dog. Start to walk it out. Find some stillness here. Rock forward into your plank. You can lower your knees if you need to, just make sure your spine is long. We're gonna rock forward onto the tippy toes, hug the elbows in, come all the way down. Point the toes. Yeah, this time we're gonna reach our arms forward. Fingertips are gonna press into the floor like little teepees. Shoulders are gonna slide back. Back of the neck is long. Press the tops of the feet into the floor and peel your heart off the mat. No tension in the back of the neck. If you feel that, look down. Very slowly, release. Slide the hands underneath, elbows in, curl the toes, up and back for child's pose. Lift the hips, downward facing dog. We're gonna lift the right leg, step it up and back. Step it between the hands. Put all of your weight into that front foot. Walk your hands forward. Playing with your warrior two. Maybe you hang out here. Maybe you come on up and bring your hands to your heart or reach them out. We're pressing through the heel. Toes are down. Come to stand. Bend the knees, melt forward. Let everything go. Head is heavy. Arms are heavy. Start to breathe into the back of your body. Keeping that soft bend in the knees. Lift the tailbone towards the ceiling. Inhale, halfway, find your length. Exhale, release it all. Pressing through the feet, float the upper body up. Release your hands. Palms out. Pausing in your Tadasana for a moment. Take a cleansing breath in. Slow audible sigh out. Shake it all off. So you're gonna come to the middle of your mat wherever you have space. We're right at the middle of the mat, the feet are about hip distance apart. We're gonna sink down into kind of like a baby chair. Bring your hands to your heart. All of your weight is gonna go into your right foot, and you're gonna tap your left foot out and in. You can kind of move your hands however you like, just out and in. Breathing. We really need like music for this. A couple more breaths on this side. Out and in and out and in. Regina's like, got it going on. Good. Bring that left foot in, sink down a little deeper, and then come back up into that quarter squat. Opposite leg is gonna go out. Make sure you're breathing, flowing. Good job. I'm gonna get a nice Shavasana after all this. It's the best part anyway. Couple more breaths. And bring it in, bend into the knees. Keep the knees bent. So this is way deeper bend than we took before. And then we're just going to let the upper body melt over. And then slowly start to straighten the legs just as much as you can in your fold. Halfway lift. And release. All the way up. Reach, lift. Once the arms are up, we're just gonna kind of lean side to side a couple times. Just like a tree or a plant swaying in the wind. Coming back. Releasing, interlacing the hands behind the back, lifting the heart, and releasing forward. Releasing the hands to the floor. Just bending your knees. So I'm just gonna move so you can see me better. Bending your knees, coming up to your toes, and coming down into a toe balance. So your hands can stay down. If this bothers your knees, you can take a half squat. You can also bring your hands to your heart. We're gonna release. Take your hands to the mat. Just feet off to the side. So if you want to sit on something for the next couple of poses, feel free to slide something underneath your hips. We're gonna take the left leg at an angle, and the right knee is, or sorry, the right ankle is gonna come in towards the thigh. So we're gonna do kind of a yin-ish variation. So we're gonna hold it for a few breaths. You're gonna take your hands and twist your body over the leg, and then you're just gonna walk yourself forward. So coming into a place where you're not forcing yourself to come deeper, you're just hanging out wherever your body lands. Taking that deep breath into the lungs. Long, slow sigh out. And while you're here, take this opportunity to scan your body, to notice how this pose feels. Feel free to make any little adjustments. or move around in it. You don't have to be still. And just notice the subtle sensations. Notice what your body is telling you. What does it feel like if you move your head around? How does your breath feel in your body? How does it feel if you take a deep breath? Moving out of this pose very slowly, just walking your hands towards the spine, and ever so slowly stacking all the vertebrae on top of each other until the crown of the head rises. Just taking a moment here, feeling it. Transitioning to the opposite side. Gently flexing the toes up towards the ceiling, taking the hands to frame the leg, twist the torso, and then walking it forward. And just noticing initially how this side feels. Does it feel different? Taking that cleansing breath, settling into it. Again, feel free to move, to rock, move the head around. Breathe a little deeper. We tend to go about our day without really tuning into our body. So this is just a time for you to sit in stillness and really feel into your body, this home that you've lived in since you were born. Just feeling gratitude for your body and all that it's done for you over these years. Taking a few more breaths here in this position. Once again, taking your time to walk your hands towards your torso, stacking the vertebrae, and pausing into that length. From here, we're going to transition onto our back. So coming down onto your back, bringing the knees into the chest. Tight squeeze, gentle rock side to side. And release the soles of the feet to the floor. The ankles are going to come underneath the knees, so they're pretty close to you. And your feet are hip distance apart. Take a moment here and shimmy your shoulder blades underneath. Palms of the hands pressing into the floor. Lengthen through the crown of the head. Inhale. Exhale. Squeeze the glutes, lift the hips, press into the feet. We're going to tick-tock the hips side to side. So you're going to drop your right hip down and then rock it to the other side. Just a tick-tock side to side, trying to keep the hips lifted as you do this. Square the hips. Lift the arms up overhead. Take a deep breath in here. Sigh it out. Again, deep breath in. This time as you sigh it out, you're going to lower down. Letting everything melt into the mat. And just rocking the hips a little bit side to side. There's a little release through the low back. We're going to do one more thing here. Coming back, preparing for your bridge. Inhaling. Exhaling, lifting. Now we're going to draw circles with the hips and the tailbone. Just little circles. And take it in the opposite direction. Coming back to center, lift the hips, reach the arms up overhead. Exhale here. Inhale. Exhale, lower down. Rock the hips side to side, even more this time. Kind of exaggerate that rocking. Bringing the knees in. Maybe just hanging out here, maybe hugging the knees out towards the shoulders or taking happy baby. Wherever you're at, you can be still, you can add in your movement. Just kind of playing with however your body feels. Letting go of any tension or tightness. And wherever you're at, eventually bringing the knees in. Let the right leg go long. Take your right hand to your left knee. Left hand reaches out, palm down. Cross the left leg over to the right. Try to keep your left shoulder on the mat if you can. Maybe gaze over the left shoulder too. And just consciously breathing into this position. Expanding through the ribs, softening into the twist. How are you feeling now? Coming back to center. Taking the right leg in, letting the left leg go long. Left hand to right knee, right arm reaches out. Cross it over, right shoulder stays down, stays heavy. So there's no wrong way to feel. We just need to not judge ourselves. So yoga is about non-judgment. We're just observing, acknowledging, and not attaching. So trying to take that off the mat, outside of your yoga practice. All feelings are valid, but we don't have to attach to them. And we also don't necessarily have to change them. Sometimes we just need to feel something in order to move on to the next thing. Coming back for center. Hugging the knees in one last time, giving them a tight squeeze. Maybe you can grab the wrists or the elbows. Maybe you want to bring the nose towards the knee. Just giving yourself a big squeeze, a big hug. And then release. Coming into your Shavasana, final relaxation. Letting the legs splay out, the arms relax by your side. Fill up your lungs on your inhale, as much air as you can sip in. Hold it at the top. And release it slowly through the mouth. Letting go of any control of your breath. Allowing your body to melt like honey into the surface beneath you. All the sounds around you sink you deeper into this sensation. Melting into the surface beneath you. Letting go and softening. Everything is easier if I relax and breathe deeply. Slowly begin to deepen your breathing, feeling into your body. Wiggling your fingers and your toes. Starting to circle the ankles and the wrists. Eventually reaching the arms overhead, pointing the toes, letting the spine lift up off the mat for a big stretch. And hugging the knees into the chest. Rolling to your side, pressing yourself up. Finding a comfortable seat. Needing to be eyes closed or the gaze soft. Palms down if you feel like you need to be more grounded today. Palms up to be open to the energy around you, to be open to receive. Simply notice how you feel here in this moment. Thank yourself for taking time out for your practice today. Knowing that even if it looks a little different, you're still going to benefit from it. Let's take one last breath together. Inhale, floating the arms up, lifting the heart. Releasing, hands to the heart. Pausing here, feeling gratitude, feeling grounded. I thank you so much for joining me. Namaste.